Yeah, what's up guys, it is Nigel here, and today we are back with another fighting game news for a month, and we're talking about January 2024. Now, not quite a lot of news happened in January, actually, from what I remember correctly. It was just pretty much releases of games and like trailers for future games, and it was only like about a few games, so this shouldn't be too big of a video, most likely. And also, if I do miss anything, let me know down below, because from December of 2023, I did miss one thing, I believe correctly, and that was Battle Mage for DNF Duel. I missed her trailer because I didn't even see anything. No one was talking about it at all, so it's just like it did never happen. So yeah. Either way, with that being said, there's timestamps in the video if you want to skip to a certain section of the video. And like I said, if I miss anything, comment down below. And with that being said, let's begin with the video. The first topic is pretty obvious. It's gonna be Tekken 8 because dude, they were just emptying out a clip for trailers for that game. Well, it's starting off with the Panda trailer. Now, Panda trailer was okay, not my type of character. Obviously Panda made it, people are mad about it, some people aren't. I don't really care, but they seem like they're a pretty fun character. They're just the same in a way. They have, I think, a few of Xiaoyu's moves, but that's kind of it really, compared to like Kuma, who has like electric, so I think it's a lot more interesting with that, but still pretty much the same from what I understand. Their rage art is cool though, I can say that for sure. Next up after that would be the Alyssa trailer. Another sleeper for me because, well, probably I know a lot of people are excited for Alyssa, but I don't like Alyssa because really annoying to fight. If anybody watched any of the videos, my journey to Tekken 8, annoying character. I don't like fighting them. Just not a fun character to go up against. But I will say they do look kind of cool in Tekken 8. Their design is a flight attendant kind of, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I like the hair mainly. They look like a battle angel in a way too, like flight attendant battle angel, which is really strange. Their outfit's okay. Rage art, I think, is probably the best bet, and their interaction with Jack 8 is actually really cool. I think that's a cool interaction. So yeah, overall, not a bad trailer. It's just that I have a bias, so I don't like them. I just don't like them at all. So yeah. Next trailer after that will be the Safina trailer, and that trailer was pretty good. I actually liked it a lot. I like her outfit. I like that she still has the Azazel stuff, or Azazel arm. And it's just really cool because I think before in Tekken 6 when she first came out, no one really cared about her too much. Like she was a weird fighting style. I was like, kind of weird. Let's just leave her alone. Came back in Tekken 7, really cool. And 8 looks amazing. Like her design looks amazing. Arm looks good. It looks like it even grew bigger too, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, her moveset with the arm too looks really nice. She has a lot more moves with the arm, which I think was very much needed compared to Tekken 7. And then her rage art with it, you get the giant arm. It's just more arm stuff pretty much, but overall it's pretty cool. Like I like it. And then the interaction with Claudio, bro, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So overall, I like that trailer a lot compared to the other female characters besides Reina and Asocina, obviously too, because those are like the three coolest female characters in the game so far. Oh, and June. I can't forget about June. I gotta put some respect on her name. But either way, the next trailer after that, we're gonna skip because we're gonna talk about the end. So we're gonna talk about the next trailer after that, which would be Lei Chaolin. Now, his trailer was not bad. I used to actually like Lei in the past before, but I kind of just dropped that phase of just liking, because I'm like, man, I like people that kick. Then I'm like, wait, what about Hara? And I started using him, but I think he looks pretty cool in this game. I think he seems a lot more, not in a way simplified, but he seems easier to use, and just the things that he does are really, really cool. I don't like the outfit, obviously. I think most people don't like it, but I get what they were going for, but it's just not him. That's not something he would wear. Like I understand why, because Tekken 8 came out obviously January, and I played it and stuff. I understand, played the story. It makes sense why he wears it, but it's still goofy. It's not good. It's not good. Just cut and dry, it's not good. His rage art is, I was gonna say it's like I don't like it really, but it kind of grew on me. Like the rose look, it was pretty cool. His outro's cool, as he has like the robot as Heihachi, so it's like, oh, okay. So I guess I could say like the only negative really is just the outfit for the trailer. Like, man, please wear a different outfit. And thank goodness he has an ultimate in the game, so it's like, ooh. But yeah, the trailer was not bad. Like his moveset actually does seem pretty cool. And then the next trailer after that was the official Tekken 8 trailer, like the launch trailer, and it was not that really good, honestly. It just felt kind of generic. It didn't want me to get the game. It didn't give me like the goosebump effect, like when the Street Fighter 6 launch trailer came out with Ryu and that made me want to get the game even more. But this one, not really so much. It was okay. I'm not gonna really show it honestly. And then next after that is the final trailer, because we already knew all the entire roster, which is the Devil Jin trailer, which was very, very good. Even though we already knew his moveset, most of these characters from the trailer we know the moveset because they've shown it before. But pretty cool trailer, not gonna lie. He is an absolute beast. I like his voice a lot. Like the actor for Jin, he put in heavy work for Devil Jin. Like he was like, okay, this is it. This is the last time I get to do this. So he went bizarre. So I do appreciate the voice acting for him in this. The combos he was doing, like the H sweep into laser up, like dude, they were going bizarre in the lab making this character. I'm not gonna lie to you. His the only thing I can say is I don't really like his rage art too much, really. Like I feel as if it's too much in a sense, but like it's okay. Like it's fine, but I'm like, his heat smash though is cool though. I do like it a lot, but it's the highlight for me is definitely his voice and how he's throwing out his moves and all the effort into that voice. Sounds really good. But yeah. And then last but not least, there is another trailer, which is the opening trailer that actually technically came out after the Safina trailer, but I want to speak of it last because it shows the opening of the game, and obviously what they were trying to go for the opening, it was obviously Tekken 5 sparking. They were trying to match that energy. Now I will say it does a good job, but sparking is built different. It's a different beast entirely. But the opening for the game, at first I didn't really like it too much. I'm like, this reminds me of Metal Gear, but in a good way. But I was like, it's okay. Then I'm like, I started listening to it more, played the game. I'm like, okay, I like this song. This is pretty good. So overall, I think the opening's cool. But the important thing about this trailer is at the end of it, they actually showed Eddie. He is in the game. He's the first DLC character for Spring. And boy, howdy, his design actually does look pretty cool. I know a lot of people say they don't really like the hair too much because like the Killmonger effect is taking over everybody, like Miles Morales. The main character of Prince of Persia. There's like another character from like a MOBA game or something. I can't remember the name. It's a shooter. There's quite a few games that have that hairstyle. It's like no one really uses that in real life, so it's like, huh? But at least that I've seen it in real life. But I don't know. But yeah, I have no problem with it. I think it actually does suit him really well, and they're probably still gonna have his classics, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And judging by how the game is, they're still gonna have, you know, the base outfit that you can pick, so not even a big deal. I do like it. We don't get to see too much of it. It's not like they're showing gameplay for the guy, but they're just showing the animation, stuff like that. So I'm really curious how it's gonna look now, the new moves he's gonna have, if he's gonna have a new stance like with Negativo or something. So I'm very much excited for how he's going to play. But yeah, and then I guess the last news, you know, Tekken 8 came out January 26th. And yeah, that is pretty much it. The only thing I can say about Tekken 8 is that it came out at an interesting time. Like it came out at 4 p.m. in the afternoon for me, which was pretty cool. I didn't mind it, but man, it's an interesting release date for me. But either way, the game's so fun so far. I've been playing it for a minute now, and yeah, I'll probably do a review about it for everything, not just story. Like I did a story review on everything later when it's like a month past and, you know, honeymoon phase is over. But overall, that's pretty much all the Tekken news for right now. I can imagine us getting a new Tekken 8 trailer perhaps at the end of February because for Eddie, I would imagine, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Maybe it'll be in March, but who knows. But that is it for Tekken 8. Next up is Street Fighter 6, and this is going to be a quick one, but a special one, at least to me, which is the ad teaser dropped. I believe it was January 18th, and I believe in the trailer it was just ad running from some people from Shadowloo or something like that, and they were chasing him, and then they were chasing him on the train, so he just gave him a Chris Brown beat down, bang, 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 smacked him around. Big dude showed up, hit him with a Tekken 7 sidestepped, and then he smacked him back and hit him with Psycho Snatcher and smacked him down to the ground. It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I got really excited because, you know, I'm an Ed fan. Now, I know a lot of people are like, Ed looks kind of okay. I don't like his hairstyle because it looks like Iori or something. There's a lot of things. But I think he looks perfectly fine because that hairstyle is literally the hairstyle he has for, like, his second outfits for Street Fighter 5. So it's like, I've seen this already. Like, there's nothing different there. But, yeah, I'm excited. I like his outfit. He still has Psycho Snatcher, so I was right about that in my video. So that's pretty cool to see. But we know it's not a gameplay trailer, but it's just what they showed for that one, and that showed a lot. So they're probably going to go for more the ideal boxer route. So I'm not sure if he'll still be a kickboxer, but we'll find out when we see the gameplay. And we'll probably see the gameplay maybe at the end of the grand finals, which is, I think it's in February. I think it's the 19th or something. And yeah, and we do have the release date because they did have a battle pass trailer thing for Ed. It's just Ed's arrival, and it's just, you know, some outfits for your create a character, your COC or whatever, and some music or whatever. And they actually also changed the Battle Hub, which is really interesting. And I think they're doing that because the Capcom Pro Cup. So that's really cool. So if you get on the game currently now, you can do that, and that is pretty neat to see. It looks like a different color. I'm glad they're doing that like how MK11 did that. So good idea. I hope they just do that for seasons, like starting to do that for seasons, hopefully. Like for Halloween, you get like witches and stuff like that, webs and all that, whatever. Because I think stuff like that gets people on the game, honestly, or at least casuals too. So yeah. And it is cool that they changed the Macho stage for, you know, the Capcom Cup Finals thing going on too. But speaking of that, that starts on the 16th and it ends on the 25th. So yeah, I think we'll actually see a trailer, not for Ed, thinking about it now, but probably for Akuma most likely, because he comes out in spring and that's real soon. So we'll probably get an Ed trailer. Or they could do a double trailer technically if they wanted to, a double trailer. Like here's Ed and here's Akuma. Or like Ed trailer, then a teaser for Akuma. So that's a possibility. But yeah, but Ed does come out the 27th of February. That has been confirmed pretty much. Or it was the 28th. I think on the video description below it said 28th, but I think they deleted that, so I think it's the 27th. Can't wait to play him, and that is pretty much all the news for Street Fighter 6. Next news I want to talk about is also a real short news, which is King of Fighters news, so SNK news, which is there was an update actually recently for King of Fighters 15, which actually added a new mechanic called Advanced Strike, which is kind of like Shadow Strike, but different in a way. It's a lot slower, but you can actually tank all hits, even if it's like an invincible uppercut, and even tank a grab. Like you can just, the grabs don't work on you, and you can just knock them away, which is pretty cool. And I think that is a much needed system mechanic to make the game not dry, because season 3 has not happened yet for King of Fighters 15 as of yet, so there's no new characters or anything like that. Because the game right now seems like, from what everybody was saying to me, like this is like the best version of the game. Like this game feels complete. If they stopped it here, it'd be fine, but hopefully they'll continue going, because yeah, I mean, that's just great news overall. I just wanted to mention that. It's not the biggest news, but the mechanic does seem really intuitive and fun, because you can get a combo out of it too as well, depending on what they do. So yeah, I'm just generally excited for that. Hopefully I can get back to 15, but right now I can't currently, because there's too many fighting games that are coming out or are just out right now, so I have to put it in the back burner eventually. But that's pretty much all the news for SNK. Moving on to the next update. And some news that I forgot to mention actually that happened in December. There's actually a new trailer for a Hunter x Hunter game, which is really, really exciting. It's a fighting game, obviously, because, you know, I'm talking about fighting games. And I'm very curious how it's going to play like, and I want to know if it's going to be like traditional 3v3, like a Marvel's Capcom, or something else, because they show 3 characters for each side, so I wonder how it's going to work. Like King of Fighters base, where it's like you wait your turn and then you fight, or what. So we have no pretty much information. We just have like a video, a teaser of it, and that's pretty much it. So all we can do is speculate about it, but I'm definitely gonna main Crollo Lucifer if he is in the game base roster, because that is like a fan favorite of mine when it comes to the Hunter x Hunter series, or maybe Miriam, but I'm definitely gonna be using Crollo for sure. Like he'll be a man as long as he's not super weird, because since he's a specialist, we're gonna give him some weird stuff. If anybody know what that means, if they watch the show. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, but that's pretty much all the news for this, because we kind of just dropped the teaser and that's it. So I hope to see more news later down the line. Next, we're going to talk about Arc System Work, because they have 2 new things. Technically, this is going to be short as well, which is one, the big one, Eunice 2 came out, I believe, in the 24th of this January, or the 25th. I can't remember exactly, but that's when it came out. And the game has been doing really successful, actually, I've been hearing. And there's actually a cool mechanic that they added, which is a replay system, where you can replay an event that happened to somebody, like in a match, and see if you can actually, like, you know how people say like, hey, if it was me that would happen to me, you can actually do that and figure out a way to stop what the person's about to do to you. So that's actually really, really cool and helpful for literally everybody. So I am just very, very grateful that they added that. It's a shame I have not bought the game, but like I said, it's too many fighting games right now that I'm playing, but hopefully I can play that someday, because I played the beta, like I said before, and it was really, really fun. The next news for Arc System Work stuff would be Grand Blue. Lucius came out, I believe, and that is, I think, pretty much it for Arc Systems Work, I think, because there is no news for Guilty Gears Current right now, or DNF Duel or anything like that currently. And the last news for January is MK news and Sparking Zero news. So we're going to start off with MK news, which is pretty much that Chameleon came out, I believe, in the 20s, something 20s, because they didn't have a release date for her with a Quan Chi trailer, so kind of came out around that time. Good news is, though, when she came out, really fun, really creative cameo, actually, because how her things work, she switches automatically to a different person in like within 5 seconds, I believe, something like that. 5 or 6 seconds, she will switch to a different variation. So Jade, Katana, or Melina, and they are very, very good. And the timing for it to recover is really, really fast. So you can make some creative combos, especially with Natara, who can now make 60% damaging combos now, which is kind of bizarre. But yeah, it's pretty cool how creative you can be with that character. But that's pretty much all the news for MK1 right now, sadly, because there's not been much any information about Peacekeeper or anything like that. So sadly, we have nothing for the game as of current. Next up, Sparking Zero. I know it's not a fighting game, but it means a lot to a lot of people, and I wanted to mention it because everybody grew up with Tenkaichi, so gotta mention it, gotta mention it. So they had the trailer with Goku versus Vegeta, so it's just them fighting each other and going throughout all their forms or whatever, and that's pretty cool. It didn't last long as a trailer, but the most important part was at the end of the trailer, it showed like a grid showing multiple characters. And if you count on the grid, it showed the characters they showed now, which were just Goku and Vegeta and their other versions of the form, like different sagas, like, Buu Saga or Super or stuff like that. And the other characters they showed before in the first trailer, which, all the characters they showed really quickly. And if you look at the whole thing, it's just all the characters in the game. So if you count all the, I think it was hexagons, it's a total of 164 characters, which is, I think, bigger than Tenkaichi 3 by, I think, 3 or 4 or something like that. So that is an improvement, but it's got me thinking, like, I think that they would probably, what they're going to do is, since they didn't show anything GT related, I think they're going to make GT DLC, like I said before in another video, and then they're going to replace the GT stuff with Super, which would make more sense to complete the 164 roster. And then, like I said, GT will be DLC, which makes the most sense, because I think some characters are going to get taken out and replaced with the Super characters. So, yeah, but we don't know that for sure, but the roster is still big, so that's the most important thing. And if GT's not in the game, we'll get it later, hopefully. But yeah, that is still pretty good news though for the game. Like 164, that's a bit more than the third one. So, hey, I'm down for it. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news for January of 2024. I think I might have said December a few times. Sorry if I did. Actually, something I do want to mention is that Pocket Bravery did get a balance patch in January, so I wanted to mention that real quickly. That happened, and in December, I actually missed a trailer to show, which was in, like I said, December, and it was going over DLC characters, Rick, and 3 other characters that, have not been released. Like, we're not going to get the release time yet, but something I wanted to mention because I forgot about it. So, yeah, that should be everything, hopefully. If I, like I said, miss anything, let me know down below in the comment section, because other people read comments, hopefully, and then, we can get all the information together, because it's kind of hard doing this. Either way, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great day, night, noon, or whatever time period you guys live at, man. And I will see you guys next time.